What is the matter with this Phillies team? What is the matter with this Phillies team? You're up 6-1 to the Miami Marlins, and you blow it. You let them basically just come back in the game and walk all over you as you lose 9-6 to one of the worst teams in baseball. Not only that, you blow a 5-run lead. I don't care who you're playing, but you do not blow a 5-run lead, especially to an anemic team in the Miami Marlins. You blew it to one of the worst teams in baseball. Not only that, but you blew a 5-run lead. You can't do any of that. You cannot blow a 5-run lead, especially to the Miami Marlins, who are a joke of a franchise. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. I blame most of this on Gabe Kapler because he just left Adam Morgan in the game when clearly he did not have enough velocity. This is ridiculous. I totally blame Kapler for this loss. Now, what is the bullpen doing? They are utter trash, and they can't get these Miami Marlins hitters out. It's just ridiculous. They're not even good. They just got swept up in the Nationals. It's just hard to process. What is it? Why can't they beat the Marlins? You just swept out the New York Mets. I understand the Mets are not that good, but you have to win these kind of games, and you have to beat I understand you're not going to beat the Marlins every single time. I understand that they're a professional baseball team, but what this is, a 5-game losing streak to the Marlins, and what if we get swept tomorrow? What if we get swept tomorrow? That is going to be a disaster. That is going to be a laughingstock. That's going to be a 6-game losing streak to one of the worst teams in baseball. And as I said before, it all comes down to who can beat up the Marlins the most. And clearly the Braves are doing a much better job than we are. What a disgrace. What a absolute disgrace. What a disgrace. You sweep out the Mets 4 games and you follow up with this horrible, horrible performance. It makes me sick to my stomach what happened today. It makes me furious. Furious. Unbelievable. I've had it. What a joke. What a joke. JT Realmuto, top of the first inning. Scott Kingery comes around to score. Singles. And the Phillies take a 1-0 lead. Same inning, Cesar Hernandez says a sacrifice fly. Bryce Harper came around to score. And it's 2-0 Phillies. Bottom of the first. Garrett Cooper has had a fantastic series. Singles, and Ramirez comes around to score, and it's 2-1. Top 4, Scott Kingery doubles. Hernandez and Franco score. It's 4-1 Phillies. Top 5, Rhys Hoskins hit a 2-run home run, 6-1 Phillies. I thought at this point of the game should have been over. I actually was so happy. I was clapping. I was so happy, and we won. We finally beat the Marlins. But no, we can't do that because we have to let them come back in the game. Not only did you blow a 6-1 lead, you blew it to one of the worst teams in baseball. I add, we blew a 6-1 lead at the beginning of the year against the Nationals. This is not the first time we've done that this year. You cannot blow a 5-run lead, especially to one of the worst teams in baseball. That's unacceptable. Bottom of 6th inning. This is when things start snowballing. Neil Walker, it's his second 2-run home run, 5th of the year. A washed-up Neil Walker. This is when things. You thought that was bad. That was like the turning point for them. This is the worst innings. Bottom of the 7th, Garrett Cooper. Grounds out. Rojas comes around to score. 6-5. Walker singles. It was 6-4. Now it's 6-5. Castro, a terrible player this year. Doubles. We make all these washed up players look so good. I don't understand it. 6-6. JT Riddle. He kills us, man. I hate this guy. Doubles. Over the head of Harper. Walker scores and Castro scores. It just making me just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. Rivera. Singles. Riddle scores. 9-6 Miami. And that's your ball game. 9-6. If you were up 6-1, you lost. What a joke. What a joke. They should be ashamed. They should be ashamed. 5-game losing streak to the Marlins. And I'm not going to say it anymore. The Marlins suck. I said it like 1,000 times in my first video. I'm sorry if I repeated myself a lot. That's the last time I'm going to say it. The Marlins are a terrible baseball team. You guys know what I'm talking about. But how do you lose like that to the Marlins? I mean, seriously? not just only to a major league team. Now, if this is the Los Angeles Dodgers, he's saying, hey, sit back and say, hey, they're a good team. You still can't blow a 5-run lead, but you could tip your cap and say, hey, you know what? They're a really good team. But you can't here. You can't do it to the Marlins. I mean, come on. That's a joke. They are – I'm not going to say it anymore, but you know how the Marlins are. They are not a good team. They are not a good team. I'm not going to say the word suck anymore because I said it like a million times. They are a trash team. So, I mean, not only can you blow a 5-run lead, you can't do it to an anemic team like Marlins. You just can't. And that's what we did. We made a complete and utter joke out of ourselves. We really did. The Braves fans, they're laughing on social media. I'd be laughing too. I mean, what a joke. A 5-run losing streak to the Miami Marlins? I mean, seriously? That's a joke. That's funny. It's funny how bad that is. That is a joke. Joke. And these are no-name players I understand are professional baseball players, but how do you lose 5 games in a row to an anemic team? That just doesn't happen. Do I expect them to come in and sweep them out every single time? No, because the Miami Marlins are still a professional baseball team. But do I expect them to get swept out in back-to-back series if they lose tomorrow? That's unacceptable. No, that is not acceptable. That is unacceptable. Scott Kingery, 2 for 4. Gene Segura, he sucks, 0 for 5. Bryce Harper, 1 for 4, but he did hit the ball hard a few times. Rhys Hoskins with the home run, 19th of the year, 1 for 4. JT, 2 for 4. Cesar, 0 for 2. Franco, 1 for 3. Quinn, 0 for 3. Miller, 0 for 1. Eflin, 1 for 3. Sean Rodriguez, 0 for 1. That's your ball game. Zach Eflin just kind of struggled in this one. In 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed. It was the home run to the washed-up Neil Walker. Nicasio, 1/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 3 earned runs. He sucked. He allowed a single to lead off the inning, then a double. He was terrible. 2 hits, 3 runs. I think he was worse than Morgan. I really do. Even though Morgan got the L, I am still going to say that Nicasio was worse because he's the one who started it. Morgan. This is when Kapler plays a role in this loss. He leaves him in. He clearly doesn't have velocity. You leave him in the game. Like how does that happen? Why do you leave Adam Morgan in the baseball game? The announcers are even saying his velocity is down. He clearly doesn't have it. And he allowed all these hits and Kapler's just sitting there, like this. Like, make the move. Walk out to the mound. Get someone else out there. Why are you leaving him in the ball game? Like, that's ridiculous. That can't happen. That can't happen. Why don't you take him out? He's just sitting there, California guy, the surfer dude sitting here. No, unacceptable. Not all of it is his fault, but some of it is. This is why he's a terrible manager. I'm not a fan of Kapler. And don't try to tell me that I'm one of those fans who doesn't like the manager. Don't tell me that. I don't buy it. No, I don't like the manager, but I think some of these fans are saying, well, why are these fans always blaming on Gabe Kapler? Like, come on. Don't be someone like that. Suarez, 1 1/3, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. He pitched better than Nicasio and Morgan. Hey, we get an 8-0 lead tomorrow. I honestly wouldn't feel comfortable. Not only would I not feel comfortable, but the thing that makes it even worse is that I'm not even comfortable against an anemic team. That's what makes it even worse. An anemic baseball team. That's what makes it even worse. I'm not going to say the word suck anymore because that's just starting to, a couple people told me today that they were annoyed that I kept saying that. And I apologize if I said it a little bit too much. I think I overemphasized my point. But anyway, our pitching staff allowed 9 earned runs today. We made 2 errors today. Or one error, which should have been 2 because Eflin, or I think it was Rhys Hoskins, threw the ball to Zach Eflin. They didn't count his error. That was clearly an error. I don't know why they didn't do that. He was an easy – I would say it was an easy play. It was a play that should have been made, and he threw the ball away, and it's just a joke. Looked like last year. Miami, 15 hits against us. 15 hits. No comment. I'm not even going to make a comment, guys. I've already proved my point. I mean, I think you know how I feel about those 15 hits. What am I going to say? That can't happen against the you-know-what team, anemic team, right? It's a broken record. I mean, I've said it like 1,000 times how that's unacceptable. Now, one day, if we won yesterday and we took 2 out of 3 last time, you say, hey, tip your cap and say, listen, it's still frustrating. I'd still come here and be upset. But you say, you know what? Hey, they were on today. But the fact that we lost 5 in a row to this team, and they're a terrible team, makes it even more sickening. As you said, if this is the LA Dodgers, it's still frustrating, but you could at least tip your cap and say, hey, you know what? They're a good team. You can't with this. You can't, because the Marlins are not a good team. They're complete opposite of the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're a train wreck. They have one of the worst GMs in baseball. So you can't say that here. And we did not have trouble scoring runs today. Of course, we keep losing to them 1-0, or 2-1. We don't score any runs, but we keep them at bay. And then we score runs, and then they score runs. It's just so frustrating. Pitching wasn't there, but the offense is there. It's like it needs to be a linear path. Like, it needs to be the same, and it can't. It just needs to be the same. It's not. It's not. It's really, really frustrating, guys. We are not winning this division. I mean, we're a wild card team at best. Not to mention, the Braves are beating the Mets right now in the bottom of the 6th inning, 3-2. Nationals lost today. I'm always coming on here saying, well, the Marlins lost. Well, I can't today. Because we lost to them. No comment. I'm not even going to make a comment. I'm not saying any more about the Marlins. I'm not saying any more about the Marlins. I think I made it clear how I feel about the whole entire situation. So, tomorrow, I'm biting my lip. Honestly, I'm biting my lip. I'm so tempted to keep going on and on and on, but I've already proved my point. Arrieta on the mound tomorrow for the I don't know. It's a joke. We probably have a better chance of beating the Braves. I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know what it is, but it's embarrassing that we can't beat this Marlins baseball team. It really is. You would think that we are playing the. I mean, I just don't understand it. I'm trying to think of like a really good team. You think that we're playing like the 2018 Red Sox out there or something? The Yankees. I'm sure have had some 27 Yankees, were they? Did they win the World Series in 1920, 27 Yankees, 1927. Yeah, so it's not like we're playing the 1927 Yankees out there. We're playing the it's not like we're playing the 1927 Yankees. We're playing the. I just want to make sure I was right there. But the 1927 Yankees went 110-44. I mean, honestly, if you told me if this was a covered up team and it was unidentified, you had no players, I honestly would think I'd select the 1927 Yankees because that's what it looks like. And you told me Miami, I'd be like, oh, that's how I am right now. Wow. No more. We are going against. I've made my point. Richards 3-8, 3.94 ERA. Arrieta 7-6 with a 4.33 ERA. We get an off day on Monday. I'm so looking forward to the off day. Oh my goodness, I'm so sick and tired of getting tortured the past couple of days. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please smash the like button. Again, I apologize for earlier if I said the word suck too much in my first video today. But yeah, I think you guys know how I feel. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.